Sock Passe. What's going on, world? Welcome to another episode of the Team Sock Passe podcast. My name is Glad.
And I'm your boy, Rob. We are your favorite Team Sock Passe podcast show where we interview great entrepreneurs from all sectors of industry. Remember, subscribe, share, comment below. We need those subscribe. Please share. And we always thank you for those comments below. Glad, what's up, man?
Oh, man, we're going to have a great episode. Today, we got a return guest. He's making history because this is our first return guest for the Team Sock Passe podcast. You saw him on episode 8.
Yes.
He's talking about stocks and fitness. And we're going to be talking about stocks, and he's got a new book out. And, it's a crazy economy. So we're going to talk about it. Is it still safe to invest out here? You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into it. Tre Fit, welcome back, my brother.
Thank
What's
you,
up,
Glad.
Tre?
Thank you,
Yes,
Rob.
sir.
Thank you for having me again.
What's good, fam?
Yes, my name is Tre Fit, and I'm happy to be here at the Team Sock Passe podcast.
No doubt,
Nice.
man.
Yes.
How you been, my brother?
Man, I've been great, man. Just vibing, taking care of my business as far as with the stocks, as far as with fitness, training my clients, getting them in shape. And this economy, we got to talk about it.
No doubt. Before the mics got hot, I was telling you, who's the Earn Your Leisure stock guy?
Ian Dunlap.
Yeah, you're our Ian Dunlap.
That's right. Shout out to Ian.
Dunlap.
Shout out to Ian too.
No doubt,
Yeah,
no
big
doubt,
shout.
man. Before we get into it, who are some of your mentors, bro? Because we're gonna talk about this book later, but the economy, Rob, I don't know, bro. I'm hearing the economy's like it's gonna crash. They're saying I'm hearing we are in a recession now.
Yes.
Real estate, all of this stuff is going down.
Correct.
It may be worse than 2008. I mean, I don't know. This is what I'm hearing, bro. So I'm like, look, let's bring Tre on, right? So we could talk about this.
Yeah, definitely.
But before you got into the stock game, like, who were you looking up to?
Well, I have a few people that I was looking up to. I have a friend, like I talked to you about earlier. His name is Mark. He was into real estate from early, right? Just buying, property, flipping it, buying buildings and stuff like that. So he really pretty much mentored me about that in the real estate game. As far as stocks now, like I told you the last time, a friend of mine came to me. I forgot his name. Like I said, he just came to me, Tre, listen, I want to teach you how to, trade stocks. And at first I was kind of hesitant because, I didn't know anything about stocks and I didn't know anybody, but he sat me down, took the time out to teach me it. Right. And once I learned it, I became fascinated with it. And this was 2006, 2007.
Wow. Yeah. Each one teach one.
Yeah, each one teach one. And that's a blessing, man.
Yes, it was a blessing.
A lot of us don't even have that around us to talk about certain things like that. Because I honestly, stocks is just something that was just brought to me not too long ago.
Right.
Imagine 20 years ago learning about that.
Exactly.
So that's definitely a blessing on your end.
Yeah, it's definitely a blessing.
So stocks. We're hearing, like Glad said, just to piggyback off of him. In my opinion, it's bad on the consumer end, but as an investor, it's great.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
So we have a lot of stocks out there that's just literally they split, they're done. You see the numbers are dropping. So talk about that. What's
So yeah, because of inflation for one, that has a lot to do with why the economy the way it is right now, right? So inflation is basically the rise of goods and services, right? So part of the reason why that happened, obviously, is because of the pandemic, right? So there was a lot of liquidity, there was a lot of money being floated around, and it just created this bubble. Now the Fed wants to taper, right, that inflation. And by doing that, they are raising interest rates. So the interest rates affect everything that has interest, whether it's your credit card, whether it's your mortgage, whether it's your car loan, right? So those numbers are going up, right? So think about it. That leaves less money for people to invest, right? Because the extra cash that you would have to say, okay, I want to buy some stocks, you can't right now because the inflation is so high. You have to spend the money on higher food costs, higher gas costs, right? So everything is higher. So it is affecting the stock market in a big, big way because people are not liquid enough to invest that extra cash.
Wow. So what do people do? Because it's a crazy economy, right? And it's like, should we even the little extra they could find, or for the ones that's knee deep in it,
yes,
such as yourself, right?
Right.
You've been in it for how long now? Since 2006, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you've been knee deep in it. You kind of pretty much know how to wiggle your way in and out of it.
Yes.
Because for first time people who are watching this, who they want to get into the stocks, they've heard you or they follow you or they listen to Earn Your Leisure and Ian Dunlap, they just don't know how to get into it. Or right now, and they're hearing recession, they could be scared, right?
Right.
So what are some basic tips of how to get your feet wet in the game without losing everything?
Well, I would say first start off by doing your research on companies that you like, right? But if you want to be safe in this environment right now, I would invest in dividend stocks. And here's why. No matter what happened to the price of that stock, whether they go up or down, that company is going to pay you a dividend, whether it's monthly, quarterly, right? So if you bought a stock for, say, I'm going to give you an example of a stock I got written down right now. So say you got Target, right? Target is currently trading at $115, right? So you bought Target at $115. Their dividend yield is 5.2%, right? So if Target pays a dividend of 5.2% quarterly or monthly, no matter what that stock price go to, you get that from that company, right?
No matter how much you put into it. No matter how much.
You're going to get the 5% of whatever you put into it.
Okay.
Right? So no matter if you bought 5 shares, 10 shares, 15 shares, you're going to get 5% of
that total.
Yes, correct.
Got
so
it.
That's the safest bet in this environment right now. But also, too, if you're liquid and you have a lot of cash, this is the perfect time to buy low price stocks, good companies at a low price, as long as you're going to hold it for at least 5 years.
Okay.
Right?
So not every company, not every stock has dividends?
No.
Okay.
No. Not every stock give dividends.
Okay.
There's a few that does. Coca-Cola is one.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I have
So
a few
like
here written down. Got Coca-Cola, like I said, Target, 3M, companies like those pay out dividends. And actually the highest paying dividend stock here is MO.
And what company is that? I'm not familiar.
I had it written down, but I didn't write out the
description.
Yeah,
of the company.
Okay.
Yeah. But their dividend yield is 8.8%.
Okay. Go ahead, Rob.
No, I was gonna say, so you have certain dividends. You have dividend stocks.
Yes.
So these are a lot of like Target, 3M. These are household stocks.
Yes.
Long term.
Long term, right.
Right. So, like for me, for example, I was looking at long term. Where it's like, okay, for every place I go, wherever I shop, whatever I wear, I invest in. Yes. Whether it's a couple of shares, just start off real slow and just kind of like get my feet wet. Mm-hmm. So, for example, like Nike or Adidas or Apple or my phone, you know what I'm saying? Right. And I was looking at them and I was just like, yo, these numbers are crazy. Mm-hmm. But then literally 2 months ago, everything was just dropping.
Exactly.
But when the drop, there's no dividend, obviously. Correct?
No.
Okay.
Not with, those aren't dividend stocks.
Those are just long term.
Yeah, those are just stocks that doesn't pay out dividends, right? So
do you know which companies? I mean, why are some companies have dividend stocks or why some don't? That's just something they offer, or
that's just something the company have to offer, right? Okay. It's up to the company, and sometimes companies will give dividend stocks and then take it take it away. Like they're not doing dividends no more. So
that's legal?
Yeah, it's legal. It's up to the board. The board decides.
The shareholders.
The big shareholders of the board decide. Well, okay, we're gonna take out dividends. Or we're gonna add dividends
because it's costing too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Got you.
But those long-term companies, they feel comfortable giving dividends because they know they're gonna have certain people that's gonna want to invest in their companies because it's more of a safer bet for those investors.
So go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Are most of these companies, these dividend companies, are they public?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
They trade on stock.
They trade on stock.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's publicly traded companies.
Okay, cool.
So what I wanted to get into was the list again the dividend stocks that you currently invest in.
All right. ABBV, MO. These are the symbols. So I'm just telling you the symbols right now. So if you want to look it up, you could just look it up. So ABBV is one. MO. Triple M is MMM. Target is TGT, and KO, Coca-Cola.
Got you. Now, when you were on episode 8,
yes,
you had spoken about penny stocks.
Yes.
Is that still an outlet or something to invest in as well?
Well, penny stocks is never an investment. It's trade. You want to trade penny stock. Penny stocks are for trading, right? Okay. I've been paying attention, and it's far and few trades out there right now, to be honest, because the market is not liquid enough. So you're not gonna find it. But there are a few that made some moves. I didn't catch it. I missed it. But it's far and few. It's not as big as it was like in the 2000s. 2020, when everything was like going up. I could show you stuff that's like wow, you know, like. It was really big. Now it's far and few, but I'm still actively looking. Like I'm paying attention. Like if I see something, I'll get it. And one of the strategies I like to use with penny stocks is I'll make sure I buy at least 1,000 shares at a time.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay. So example of one that just popped the other day. A friend of mine texted me a company that his friend sent to him. Right. He's like, oh look. My friend sent me this, and I looked at the stock, and I'm like, okay, I seen it pop the day of, I think it was Monday.
Okay.
So I did a quick research and seen where it was trading the last 5 days, right? So 5 days prior, this stock was trading at 79 cents. So I actually was trading at 79 cents. When he sent it to me, it was trading at $4 and change.
Oh.
Right? So I texted him back. I said, wow. I said, I wish I would have saw this because last week it was at 79 cents. So think about it. 1,000 shares you would have bought at 790. In 5 days, literally in 5 days, that stock, that 790 would have been worth $4,800 something dollars, right? That's a matter in a couple of days.
Wow.
That's a big return. And if I'm not mistaken, I looked at the stock again, and it was trading at like $8 and change. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
And that's something I want to kind of get into as well as the psyche of investing.
Oh yeah,
right? Big. Because you told us about dividends, stocks are a safe way to get into it, right? Cool. All right, so I got some extra cash, right, Rob? Now my thing is, all right, I put in some cash. I invest some cash into Coca-Cola and Target, but then my thing is, once I start seeing the numbers dipping down and up, you get scared as an investor. You know what I'm saying? I want you to kind of talk about that as well.
No, 470.
470.
Oh, and it actually went to $6. It actually went to $6.03.
So is that 79 cents?
Right. And then it went to
and then
$6.
Now Monday, it was $6. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Wow,
right?
That's
crazy. It actually was at $8 and change.
So when did you get in? You got in?
No, I didn't get in.
You didn't get in.
He texted to me and told me. This was before the 79 cents. He texted me that his friend texted him, hey, look, this stock is popped. He got, I guess his friend got in and out that day. So I wanted to do the research. I wanted to look at it where it traded in the last 5 days. That's what it was at. It was at 79 cents. And as you can see, it went to $6 and change.
Yeah.
Right.
Talk about the psyche, man.
So yeah,
you got the extra cash, right? You put in $100 in Target, cool. Then the joint starts dipping. You was telling us before you got on the mic, if something dip, I'm just gonna buy more.
Yes.
Somebody like me, you get scared, like yo, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Right. So talk to about the psyche.
All right. So in the stock world, that's called buying the dip. Right. You might see memes that say buy the dip, but it keep on dipping. Right. That's one of the examples. I bought the dip, but it keeps dipping. Right. You have to look at it like it's a long-term thing, right? If you look at you're trying to get a return real fast, yes, your psyche is going to get caught up. And you don't want to get into the game like that. That's more of a trader mindset, right? Mm-hmm. People who trade kind of like they want to get in and out. They want the money to come back quick. Once you get in the game long enough and you learn the patience, that's how you make the money. Yeah. It's all about patience. That's it. I done bought the dip and still buy. And like, okay, I'm going to wait for this to recover, right? Mm-hmm. And that's the name of the game, right? Like the market the way it is now, right? There's so much stocks I see that was trading high flying in 2020 and 2021 that are in the trash can right now, right? Nike was at like 170.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Right? It's at $90 today, right? So you got to think about it. You know, the people that had Nike at 170 right now, if they bought it at that price, you know, they feeling kind of sick now. But what are you going to do? Sell it? Mm-hmm. Doesn't make no sense to sell it, right? We understand that we're in a recession. The economy is messed up. Inflation is high. Eventually, it's going to recover. I always look at the recovery of the last turn down, right? Which was 2008, 2009. So I remember March 9th of 2009, right? That was basically the bottom. At that time, I was active in studying how to trade the S&P 500 E-mini, right? Which is the futures market, right? And I remember when it went down to 690, that was like the bottom. Like, so months prior to that, when I was studying, the S&P was trading at about 1,100, 1,500-ish, around that price range. Mm-hmm. And it went to 690.
Wow.
Right? That was March 9th. And it went on a bull market from there all the way until the 2020 crash. Right? Straight up.
So you were patient with it.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even that I was patient with it. I'm just showing the example of how the market did this after the last crash.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Minor dips came, but no big dips, right? So the people that say was liquid at that time and sat around and just let their stuff ride out all the way until now, they sitting heavy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sitting heavy. Yeah. So again, even with this crash, right? This is, like I said, if you're liquid, this is going to be the perfect opportunity to really, really be in a good position in 2030, right? Yeah. Remember, it's long term.
So it's you have to take the emotions away from buying.
Yes.
We're in a bear market now,
yes,
right?
Correct.
We're in a bear market. You got to get ready for that bull market.
Yes.
When that time is ready, you bite. So
you should be biting now.
You should be biting now. Exactly. You should be biting now. So a lot of people, I think the majority of people, especially what was that stock where GameStop.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm going to talk about
that. Was very emotional, I noticed, because people were putting in like 2 months. They got what they needed, and when they started pulling out, that's when the stock was just.
Yes.
And it's kind of like people are kind of talking about it again, right? A little bit now.
Yeah.
So it's weird because we have to, it's the mindset where we have to not think as a consumer. We got to think as investors.
Yes.
And that's how I put real estate and everything else. This is where stocks, real estate, you don't buy high, you buy low.
Yes, correct.
The greats always said.
Yes.
So
that's the key.
I think that's the key principle where I learned where it was, we can't put our emotions when buying these things.
No.
Because we got to think, and especially now, man, everything is rapid. We want it now, so it's like you got to wait at least 7 years for the next time. And you just can't pay attention to the numbers.
No.
You're going to kill yourself watching the numbers.
Yes, every day doesn't make no sense. I watch every day to look at price action of certain stocks, where they traded, where, because it you want to do that, right? Like, so you could, like I told you about Mara, right? I know Mara was trading at $80 last year when it went to the high, right? And I saw it trading at $6 and change in June, right? At the low.
Crazy.
So I said, Mara follows Bitcoin. They mining Bitcoin, right? I know Bitcoin eventually is going to recover. So when I saw it at $6 and change, I bought, like I told you, I bought 80 shares off the rip. It dipped down to $5 and change. I bought another 20, so now I had 100 shares. I sold it at $12 and change and made 100% in a matter of a month, right? Those are the things that you can do, right? When you pay attention to the market. You can see stuff and be like, oh, that's where that's trading at right now. Oh, you know what? Let me look into it. Let me see what it's been doing the last couple of days. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? Let me get a couple of shares. If it dip again, let me buy more. Wait for the recovery, right? That's a strategy that I use all the time.
But now something like Mara, for example, that relates to how well Bitcoin does, right?
Yes, correct.
So I mean, you're not so much into the currencies. I mean,
Bitcoin.
With you're in Bitcoin.
No,
you're not into no crypto.
No crypto.
But you follow anything public that's around the crypto. You mess with it.
Yes,
okay, cool.
Yes. I would trade Mara, and I'm gonna keep trading it every time Bitcoin drop and that Mara drop. I'm buying it. You know, and play that price action instead of playing the price action of Bitcoin.
Do you think the market is gonna be a even crazier dip or crash than it was in 2008 in the market that we are now?
I really don't see that, to be honest with you, because I think the Fed don't want that to happen, so I don't think they're gonna allow it.
Okay.
You know, so I don't think it's gonna be bad. I mean, we're gonna have the recession is gonna be there. You know, recession is going to happen, but as far as it getting back to like how it was then, no.
So you don't think we're in a recession now?
No, we are in a recession.
Okay.
I mean, it's not classified a recession yet because certain parameters need to be met for them to classify it as a recession. But we're pretty much in a recession.
Gotcha.
I mean, that's where we're heading. Inflation is way high. And like I said, it's taking a toll on a lot of people, especially, you know, the lower income class, you know?
Got you. Okay, so dividend stocks.
Yes.
That's a safe way to go.
That's the safest way to go. Right now, if you want to be safe in investing, invest in dividend stocks right now.
If you want to be a trader, mindset, penny stocks.
Yes, but right now, like I said, the liquidity in the penny stocks is not really there right now. But you still, I mean, if you pay attention, you can still find little things here and there.
Okay.
Right? Like, because I pay attention all the time. Like, I'm looking.
Right.
Like I said, I just told you about that stock that I missed, right? Had I been on it and I would have saw it, that would have been a nice come up in a matter of a week.
And so now, if somebody wants to be a little bit more bullish, what stocks are out here for the end of the year 2023?
All right, so I wrote a few down, right? I got a few right here. So
let's get into it.
And I'm gonna tell you why I like them, right? So, Marriott hotels, right? I like Marriott. That stocks, like I said, I pay attention to like all the stocks every day. Like I watch the price. That stock seem to have been very stable throughout all the volatility that has been going on. Right. And right now it's pretty much at its low. I had originally got it at 129. This was like last year sometime.
Oh, wow. That's not bad.
It went all the way up to like 180. Now it closed today at 147. Right. That stock has been holding strong. While everything was like dipping crazy, Marriott pretty much is holding its weight. I've seen days where the market tanked and Marriott is in the green.
You know, I wouldn't think that because, you know, with Airbnb being so crazy, I know the hotel industry's, you know, been bonkers. You know, Marriott's still
doing good because they still are opening up business. So the thing of why Marriott is still doing good, they still expanding worldwide, right? The company is still expanding, so it's a great investment. You know, if a person want to look into it, do their due diligence, look up the financials and stuff. But I like Marriott, right. Definitely. Next one on the list is Micron, right? So Micron is a chip company, right? They make chips. Right now, that stock is at 98. Well, no, I'm sorry. It closed at, where it closed at? The high was 98. I forgot where it closed. 40 something. I think it closed at like $48 today.
Okay.
Yeah. It closed at like $48 today, right? So that company is also a company that I've been paying attention to for a long time. The 52-week high was $98. So basically it's half its value from its high from last year.
Okay.
I saw in the news today that they planning on opening up a chip facility upstate New York. It's going to be the first one in the United States.
Wow. A chip facility.
Yeah, where they make the semiconductor chips. We don't have any facilities here. That's why we have the big backlog with the chips, because they're being all made in China, right? So they plan on opening up a facility that makes the chips right here in New York, upstate in America. It's going to be the first.
Wow.
Part of investing is following the story of these companies too.
Yeah, oh yeah,
just to
making
sure.
Yeah. No, right. So you want to see what the company's doing. So obviously they expanded to make a whole chip company right here in the U.S. Right, good investment. Obviously, I have Amazon, right?
You have split. Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Their company just split, right? So now it's affordable. That
was a good split.
Right? It was trading at like $3,000-$4,000 a share for one share, right? So that wasn't a company a lot of people couldn't invest in, right? But now it's at 100. Well, right now today it closed at 120. That's affordable, for some people. Yeah. I got AMD, another chip company, because we're gonna need the chips for the future, right? So, and I didn't put down NVIDIA. I like NVIDIA.
What's NVIDIA?
NVIDIA is another chip company. I didn't write it down. I mean, I didn't put it on this list. It's a little bit more expensive, so I'm just putting the ones that may be affordable for for people who might be listening and might want to look into it.
Okay.
And I put Marathon Oil. So, the energy sector is always something that you want to invest in, right? Because we need energy. Energy is always going to be a good long-term investment. Right. So those are the 5 companies. If you want to just buy right now, and you just want to sit back and wait, like I said, the 5 years,
you'll be good to go.
Yeah. Just do your research, look them up, see what they've been doing, see if it's something you like. Because I always tell people, invest in things that you like. Me personally, I invest in trade, right? I trade companies that I don't care, I'm not married to the stock. I'm looking at the price action and taking advantage of the price action. That's what traders do. We don't care about if the company is good, if the company is bad, if the company's going bankrupt. Doesn't matter. Can I trade it and buy it low and sell it high? That's all that matters.
And which party are you using to do your trades on your phone? Which app are you using?
Webull. I like Webull. So Webull, I like 2 different platforms, right? So TD Ameritrade for long-term investing, right? TD Ameritrade, I like TD Ameritrade for long-term investing. I just like how it looked, the platform looked. When it comes to trading, Webull, because I could pull up Webull, right, on my computer and look at the chart and look at it. If you know how to trade, you would want to be looking at Webull, more than TD Ameritrade.
Not Robinhood.
Nah, yeah. Listen, I think I bashed Robinhood last time I was here, and that was before.
Yeah.
I would like for new investors. Let me just say this: for new investors, like Robinhood is very easy, simple. If you're not really into doing research, paying attention to charts and stuff like that, Robinhood makes sense for people. Right. But I learned as a trader, so I'm looking for support and resistance levels. I'm looking at the 9 EMA. I'm looking at all these indicators, which you really don't have on Robinhood, right? Robinhood, I'm not going to see that. So it doesn't make no sense for me to look at it. Like, when I looked at Robinhood the first time, I just was like, what is this?
That's what's
up. I get it.
Yeah.
Because I listened to the guys who came up with it. They kind of did it the way they did to make it simple for people to start investing. Because I've sent people Webull stuff and they like, that thing looked too complicated. They like, it just looked too much. It's too much going on. So and it was because they don't understand. So I get it.
It's definitely it's what you're comfortable with. Because I started out with Robinhood and then Webull I do a little bit dip and dab. But Robinhood is very user friendly.
Yes, very simple.
So I definitely get it.
Yeah, and if you're not into looking at charts and paying attention, Robinhood is the best way to go, because guess what? It's gonna do the same thing whether you use Robinhood, Webull, TD Ameritrade. You buy and sell.
Yeah,
doesn't matter what you use.
You know what stock I've been paying attention to, and I'm like, wow, Alibaba.
Yes, Alibaba. I didn't write Alibaba down either. But Alibaba, I would trade Alibaba right now. I wouldn't use it as a long term at this point.
Okay.
Because it's trading very low right now. It's like $80-something.
Yeah,
You know, it was like at $1 and change recently. And it's at like $80-something right now. That would be a trade for me. I would trade that. I wouldn't long term invest in it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But real quick, I want to talk because you mentioned GameStop, right? So
yeah.
You mentioned the GameStop. So I want to touch on that real quick because the other day I watched Eat the Rich on Netflix, right? And it broke down that whole GameStop saga, right? The whole thing, people that were invested in it, people that made money, lost money. And it was very interesting because one lady said, you know, she woke up and she just noticed she just had 90,000 in her account. She never seen that much money in her life, like in one account, right? And that's just to show you, like, those things happen in the market, right? One guy said, he was up 650,000, right? Those things happen, you know, in the market. You just got to be at the right place at the right time. Unfortunately for me, I missed that because I didn't get the backstory of the whole GameStop stuff. I was paying attention and I didn't understand, like, why is this stock went from, I saw it go from like 20-something bucks one day, then the next day it was 40. I'm like, okay, it went up 100%. It's gonna dip. That's just how, when you understand the market, you understand, like, okay, it went up 100%. It's gonna dip. Then it goes to 100 and something the next day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then it goes to 500. That was like insane. I never seen that before, but I wish I had the backstory, meaning, you know, the people from Reddit and the Wall Street Bets people were pushing it up, how that whole thing started, right? And the people who made money off of it, and also the people who lost money from it, right? So that's a good starting place also to look to see, like, the psychology behind, you know, investing, especially for a lot of the new people, right? Because most new people in investing right now only understand a bull market, right? They never experienced a downturn. So, you know, a lot of people are like, oh my God, you know, like it's the end of the world. But at the end of the day, this is what the market do. It has a cycle. Like I said before, happened in 2008, happened in 2000, right? These things are normal in the stock market economy. You know, it is what it is. You just have to be at the right time when these stocks and this market go down and take advantage of it, because it's eventually going to go back up.
Gotcha. Also talk about the stresses of the world economy too. That has a lot to do with, you know, the stock market.
Oh yeah, so definitely yes. So the war in Russia has definitely helped take a toll on, you know, the economy over here. A lot of the money that, you know, was in Russia, right, basically got froze. So it kind of like, it's a trickling effect on us too, because remember, the economy is global. So what happens one place is definitely going to affect another, right? If China market is down, it affects our market. You know, just like when China was shut down, we couldn't get none of the goods we needed. It affects our economy also. So yes, everything is global. So if one place is doing bad, another place is going to do bad too. And in Russia and Ukraine, they're known to export a lot of natural gas, right? Which the other day when oil prices shot through the roof, that was an effect of that war in Russia. Caused some of that to happen over here with us.
Gosh, let's just hope it gets better.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, with the talks in China right now, I mean, things are not looking good, you know, but they saying by the end of the year, China's currency, you know, the yen and all, you know, compared to the American dollar, like everything is, we're literally in debt to China, but then China's not looking at its greatest right now.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
So that's going to be another effect in part.
Right. Exactly. So again, these are things to pay attention to because, right, if you know what's going to happen before it happened, you can position yourself. Like I kind of was saying earlier, how, you know, I was already talking about inflation is going to go up. Inflation is going to go up. I kept talking about that before, but honestly, I didn't think it was going to go up as high as it did. I mean, 8% is big. Usually inflation rise like 1-2%, you know, a year, you know, nothing big. You know, our inflation rate usually around 2%, 3% max, we're at 8% right now.
Wow.
Highest it's been since 1980.
Crazy. So final answer before we go to the next segment.
Yes.
Crazy economy that we are now and how volatile that it is. You can still make money in this crazy market investing in stocks.
Absolutely, man. There's money to be made in the stock every day, whether the market go up, whether the market go down, whether the market is sideways. It's what you choose to do, right? If you're an investor, yeah, you can invest, but just know that your return on your investment is going to be later down the line. Now, if you're a trader, you're looking for the price action of the day, of the week, So the money is always there. I showed you an example with that stock that was trading at 79 cents and it went to $6 in 5 days. So imagine you was on that.
True.
You would have made money.
Yeah.
Somebody was on it.
Somebody was on it. Yeah.
Somebody was on it.
Come on.
Wait, before you get into the book, I just wanted to ask, do you think of a lot of our people are buying into more stocks now?
Yeah, a lot of people are more informed, but
they're still scared.
Yeah, because obviously it's not the time to buy stocks, right? I mean, not saying it's not the time. It is the time to buy stocks, but they're afraid to buy because it's going down and it keep going down.
It's the psyche I was talking about.
Yes, right? So think about it, right? You're not going to buy something that's depreciating in value. You look every day, it's keep going down and down and down. But when you understand how stocks work, you understand that that's a part of the cycle. It's going to go back up. Like, rarely do a quality company stock go to zero. Okay? So just think about that, right? Now, penny stocks do go to zero.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's a whole nother mentality. Gotcha.
Cool.
Rob, next segment.
Oh man, this is dope right here. This dude is
new book alert.
New book alert. The first book.
Yes.
So this is the second one, A Complete Guide to Lose 30 Pounds in 90 Days. Mr. Tre Fit.
Yes.
Bro, this is deep, man. We're gonna talk some more about this. Tell us about this book, man.
All right. So what inspired me to write the book, first of all, was that I've trained a few people and I got them to lose the weight the right way and actually keep it off, right? So it wasn't one of those yo-yo weight loss, right? Where they lost the weight and then they gained it back, right? And what I've learned is that so many people don't understand really how to lose weight, right? I have a saying that I say, not all weight loss is created equal. And the reason why I say that is because you can lose weight, right? Or you can weigh the same and look different. And it's all dependent on your body composition, right? Your body composition is going to determine that. And body composition is your body fat to muscle ratio, right? Your body fat to muscle, right? You want to have a higher muscle percentage and a lower body fat. Now, if you're on the opposite side of the scale, obviously you got to build muscle, burn the fat so you could get on the right side of the scale. And that's the biggest thing that most people do not know when it comes to weight loss. They look at just the overall number of the weight and not the body composition. So in the book, I break down, right, knowing how to, do your body composition, right, and lose the weight and keep it off. That's the key, to keep it off.
So you're basically saying it's mostly diet as opposed to hitting the gym.
No, it's a two-part thing. It's definitely diet, but the gym is equally important. And here's why: because you have to build the muscle, and you're only gonna build that muscle by exercising and going to the gym. Obviously, yeah.
Bro, I hate to say this, and I think I said this in episode 8.
Yeah, talk to me.
I don't like the gym. I just can't stand it. I mean, it's not like I don't like it. It's just
it's not his passion.
It's not, and it's not. I mean, I see this guy. He's going to the gym in the morning, waking up at 5. I'm not a morning person. I don't like waking up that early to go to the gym and then come back, shower, head out, again. Like, I don't know. It has to be. I don't know. It probably has to be done. Like, I need a teammate. I need somebody doing the same thing. Yeah, like my lady, good. her mindset, she can do it. But sometimes because I don't do it, she falls into that trap. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, you got to stop it.
Yeah. So how do you change? How do you make it fun for someone? Because a lot of us think, okay, we're gonna cut back on the food, we're gonna cut back on, but we grew up literally eating certain things.
Mm-hmm.
How do you change that person's mindset to?
Well, a lot of one thing I use is I always ask somebody, how bad do you want it, right? So how bad do you want to get to your fitness goal, right? Is it that important to you where you're going to change your diet, you're going to get up in the morning and work out, and you're going to do all these things, right? If it's that important, you're going to do it, right? And I always give this example. I'm like, when you were, say, in college, right, and you were going to school, and you had an exam the next day, right? You stood up all night, all day, and you made sure you took care, you did what you had to do to get that done, right? You have to look at your body the same way. Now, that exam is something outside of you, right? Something outside of you as a being, right? Now, you're doing something for you as a being, right? As a person that's going to help you feel better, right? That's something that you should be as passionate about as that exam or your job. I know people that get up every day. They'll get up 5 o'clock in the morning, run around, to go to work and do all this stuff, but won't do the same thing for their personal being, right? You have to get into that mindset, like, put you first, right? Put you first as a being, and then take care of everything else.
Well, that's a great example, and I think a lot of people do that because there's an end goal. There's a paycheck at the end of the day.
Right. Okay. I'm glad you said that. Right.
I'm just keeping it 100.
No, because it's the truth.
Factor. There's a motive. There's an angle. No. They see that paycheck, and it comes with the position. It's whatever it is, and it's like, this is what I need to do to get that paycheck.
Yes, of course, you got to get paid. The bills got to get paid. But at the end of the day, right, health is so much way more important than that. Because guess what? When your health deteriorates, you still can't get up and go to that job, right? Say for instance, your sick days, right? You might get sick. You can't go to work anyway, right? But if you take care of yourself, those things rarely happen, right? They really happen. So I'm because I'm in the fitness, profession, I'm always gonna advocate, take care of you first, right? In the last book, and I think I got it in this book, I talked about the cost of healthcare in the United States of America, right? You got diabetes, heart disease, right? Diabetes, heart disease, cardiovascular disease. All these things are diet related.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're all related to the diet. How you eat is what's causing all these diseases, right? So again, understanding how to eat properly, the right foods to eat, right, is so important. And that's part of the why I even wrote the book. I talk about I talk about stuff like that too, because I train a lot of people that come to me with these issues, right? And the first thing I talk about is like, okay, well, you need to change your diet. Most of them the doctor recommended that they start an exercise program. So you see,
right?
You said something earlier about the motivational factor of how to get people to come in the gym. And I always say this, right, is that people start to take it seriously when something serious happens,
right?
Right? And then they have to go to the doctor, and the doctor's like, oh, wow, your blood pressure's high. You need to do something about that. You have cardiovascular disease. You need to start going to the gym and exercising. So it all comes back to taking care of yourself. So why not do it on the front end?
Got you.
Then you don't got to worry about it on the back end.
So I can't just drink water every day and take everything.
Just go play some ball, bro.
Yeah.
Play ball 2-3 times.
Joe,
just stay active.
Would you play ball with me?
Listen,
no, bro.
Joe was like, nah.
You go to the gym?
Yeah. The key is to just stay active. Just stay active.
Yeah.
Eat right, stay active. Pretty much you'll be okay. As far as like maintaining, now for people that want to lose weight, right? So there's different classes of people when it comes to this fitness stuff. There's people that want to lose weight. There's people that just want to stay fit and healthy. There's people who want to train for flexibility and mobility. So it's all on what you want. But at the end of the day, you just got to take care of yourself.
Now, this book, you specifically say 30 and 90. You're losing 30 and 90.
Yes.
Give us a few tips of what's in the book of how you make that happen.
So there's 4. If you look at the front of the book, right, there's 4 things that I have on the front, right? And the reason why I have those 4 things on there, because those 4 things are very important.
Okay.
Number 1 is the scale. There's a scale there for a reason, right? And it's not just any scale. It is a smart scale, right? Now, with that smart scale, what it does, it tells you your body composition, right? So when you get on there, it's going to tell you your body fat, how much body fat you have, how much muscle you have, right? That's important because if you're losing weight, you want to know where that weight loss is coming from, right? You want to see the body fat decrease. You want to see the muscle increase, all while you're still losing weight. Number 2 is the nutrition. You see, I got the nutrition part on there because obviously how you eat is going to determine whether you gain or lose. I also have a smartwatch on there, right? The smartwatch is on there for this. You need to keep track of how many calories you are burning throughout the day because I have a mathematical equation in there on how to burn, right? How much calories you need to burn to lose X amount of pounds within a given time frame. And then the weights, because you need to strength train to build the muscle, right? So those are the 4 key things. If you have those 4 things down pat and you do it consistently, you will lose it.
Very nice. Very,
you
very
will
nice.
lose it.
So it's pretty much like 10 pounds a month.
10 pounds a month, right? Which boils down to, if you think about it, what is it? 1.25 pounds per week, which is healthy, right? That's healthy weight to lose, right? It's not, you could lose that in body fat per week, right? Because think about it. 1 pound of body fat is 3,500 calories, right? 3,500 calories is equivalent to 1 pound of fat.
Very nice. Just learned that today.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So here's a question, right? You're investing in stocks.
Yes.
How many clients do you have now? Because you're a personal trainer as well.
Right now, say 10, 15.
You got 10, 15. You wrote 1 book. Where did you have time, bro, to write another book? Talk to us about this.
All right. So what I do is, honestly, one thing I was doing, because like I told you, I take the train to Manhattan. I'm going to be honest with you. I would be on the train with my computer and I'm focused. So, So I use traveling time to my advantage, right? I'm on the train. I'm typing information. Another thing too, I went to Downey Park the other day on a bus ride. While I was on the bus,
You're focused.
Typing, right? Yeah. There and back, right? So I use like certain time to get certain things done.
So are you saying there's a book 3 coming?
Actually, I was gonna bring my computer. No, I was gonna bring it, I swear, but then I was like, no, should I bring? But yes, and this book the title is a common sense. I can't remember the title right now.
Save it for the next time you come back on.
But it's about, I could tell you, it's about investing in stocks. Learning, like it's a beginner's guide.
Okay.
Gotcha.
To start investing. I break down all the numbers, things to look for. And pretty much I talked about my story on how I learned, and I just want to inspire people to just, get into the stuff that we need to get into that's going to help us overall, right? Think about it, right? If you know how to invest in stocks, right, and you're doing good, that's something that's going to help you later on down the line, not only you, your family, right?
Definitely.
And at the same time, you're healthy. So, you live in a healthy lifestyle. You know how to make money without having to like work for it and make your money work for you. That's why I said health and wealth is like the best thing to have. I mean, that's how I feel.
Got you. Nah,
because if you have both, man, what more can you ask for? I mean, besides family, you got your family, but you're good overall because you're not stressing about nothing. Because people stress over money.
Yep.
People stress over their health. If you're not healthy and you're sick and stuff like that, those are things that would take a toll on any person.
That's what's up, man. And how can people find this book? How are you promoting this book other than on our podcast?
Yeah. Yes, it's on Amazon. I got it on Amazon right now. I put it strictly through Amazon because the last book I published, I went through a publishing company, and they kind of like was playing games. They playing games, and so I didn't want to go that route. So I just said, you know what? Let me just do it myself and take it straight to Amazon, which was a better route.
Okay.
Got you.
And I got the ebook. I got even the audio book.
Oh,
That's
nice.
what's up.
Right. So even the audio book is available on Amazon too. So if a person wants to just sit there and listen to it, they can listen to it.
That's a great. I got a few audiobooks.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
an
awesome.
audio book.
A complete guide to lose 30 pounds in 90 days. Go get it. Don't play yourself.
Don't play yourself. Anybody could do it, right? It's I'm not gonna say it's not hard, because when it comes to anything, whether it's for investing and when it's coming to lose weight, it's all about the mindset. Right? The mindset is the number one thing. How you look at it. What's your perspective on, losing the weight? Are you super passionate that you're going to do the necessary work to do it? Or you're just like, yeah, I want to lose it, but, because you have people like that. I want to lose it, but,
Right.
And there's a bunch of buts.
Yeah.
But I can't stop eating this. But I can't get up in the morning. But I can't, the list goes on. I heard it all,
Yeah.
Speaking of mindset, Rob, show me your hoodie.
Yeah, mindset over everything.
Mindset over everything.
So Joe got his mindset over everything shirt on. So go to the website, teamsockboxhead.com, mindset over everything. We got to get you your hoodie.
Yes, I'm gonna get my hoodie.
No doubt.
And that's the number one thing, right? And so I like that in itself, right? Mindset over everything, because without the mindset, pretty much nothing is gonna get done.
Yeah.
If you don't have the mindset to get it done, I don't care who you are,
Definitely.
So listen, man, I'm glad to be back.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? It was a pleasure.
Before you go, we didn't do this last time because we had added something, so we're gonna have you ask the magic question. Rob, let's dip into it.
Okay.
The magic question, whatever
nice.
you pick.
Whatever I
off
pick.
topic, whatever you get.
All right.
Go for it.
All right. This is it right here. This is the lucky question. I gotta read it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's it? If you could blast into space in Bezos' rocket, would you? Absolutely.
And why so?
Man, listen, only a few people get to go out of space, man. And I would love to be one of those people.
No doubt. And you could talk about Amazon and talk about stocks too with Bezos. So for sure.
Absolutely, man. This is a great question, man.
No doubt.
I don't think anybody would ever ask me this question, but I'm glad it was asked and I was able to answer it live on the podcast.
No doubt,
and
man.
There you go. You got the answer. I would definitely go.
Let people know where they can find you again, man.
On Amazon. I'm on Amazon.
You are on Amazon.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what's
correct.
up.
On Amazon, the book is on Amazon. A Complete Guide to Lose 30 Pounds in 90 Days.
Yep.
Tre Fit author. I'm on Instagram, Tre Fit NYC. Same thing on TikTok. And pretty much that's it. Yeah, those are pretty much what I'm on.
You a local celebrity. You know that, right?
Nah, never knew that.
Bro, because you're spreading the information to the people. Health, wealth, bro. Use this platform for whatever you're talking about, whatever you promote. We're here for you. We rock with you. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I'm the second time I'm here. I'm so honored.
First time. Second time on for the first time.
Yes,
That's
I'm so honored right now. I want to thank you guys.
No doubt, brother. No doubt.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, bro.
And yeah, that's the job right here. Like what we're doing right now, like spreading the word, getting people informed in, whatever it is.
No doubt.
That's out there that we feel we need to, educate people on.
Okay,
No
cool.
doubt.
Appreciate that. And let's talk about your sweater. I see that be persistent and work hard. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. Never give up.
That's
right.
dope.
That's
Yeah. So this is a hoodie I made like years ago. I like the quote. And actually this quote came from, so I used to read the IBD, right? That's one of the financial newspapers. Investing Business Daily, right? Newspaper. And they have 10 keys to success on there, right? Every time you get the paper, it's there. 10 keys to success, right? And this was one of them.
Nice.
Right? And it just stuck with me because I love the quote.
No doubt.
And I'm going to tell you, I would wear this on the train and people would stop me like, oh my God, I just love that. People stop me and want to take pictures of it.
That's what's up.
No, seriously.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Seriously. Like,
Nice.
oh, you mind if I get a picture of that? I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Nice.
It's the little things like that make somebody's day or switches that thing in their
Keep
mind.
going.
Yeah,
to
man.
keep going.
And even one time, a friend of mine told me, because I used to sell it to my clients, like when I was working in Manhattan. And I guess one of my clients was wearing a train station, and he came to me. He's like, "Oh, Tre, I saw a girl with the shirt on with this quote on it."
Nice.
I said, "Word." He said, "Yeah." So
Okay.
yeah, it's a good quote,
Very
and
nice.
I stand by it.
No doubt, brother.
Because success is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Just like with stocks, right? Again, people want that sprint money, but it's not sprint money. It's a marathon. That's long term, you know?
No doubt.
Buy your stocks, hold it, 5 years. Another strategy to use is if you have kids, set up an account for them, just for them, not for you, and invest in that account yearly. Keep funding the account. By the time that child become 18, you know, if you want to pay for them to go to college, that's how you should be paying instead of coming out of pocket.
Smart. That's smart.
Very smart.
Yeah. Because that's what certain people do already or been doing.
Yeah.
They're not coming out of pocket. We're the only ones that are coming out of pocket. Yeah. You know, we got to wisen up and not do it the backwards way. Do it the right way.
Right.
Let your money work for you to pay for certain things.
Get your stocks. Get this book, lose that weight, and you Gucci out here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
And for real. And stop thinking about this whole microwave mentality and take turkey out the microwave and put the turkey in the oven.
Yes.
It's gonna take some time.
It takes time, man. It takes time. It takes time. Like a lot of people see my physique and they're like, "Oh, Tre, you was like," they feel like
now you put in that work.
This was what they said, genetics. Oh, this is genetics. Like, no, I was in the gym going hard. I was a skinny dude.
What's the max pull-ups again? You did
40 pull-ups.
That's wow.
40 pull-ups.
40 pull-ups
in a minute.
About a minute, yeah.
About a minute, right?
Yeah, about a minute.
Crazy.
About a minute. 40 pull-ups.
Get with the program.
Yep.
Joe's shaking his head right now, bro.
Rob, housekeeping items.
Bro, Tre Fit, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Remember, people, Team Sock Passe Podcast, Team Sock Passe on Instagram, TikTok, Team Sock Passe Podcast on YouTube.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, please. We're looking to subscribe. Get those subscribe numbers.
Share, and comment.
Yes. Get it up. Stop playing.
Say it again, please.
Like, share, and comment.
Those likes.
Hard to do.
It's just one click. That's it. Just one click down below. You'll see all of Tre Fit's information, all of his dope sweaters, his links and everything like that. Please support this brother and go out there and buy the book. The audiobook is good. I like that audiobook.
Yeah,
it's definitely a good look. And remember, Team Sock Passe. Shout out, thank you, Sweet 1041. We appreciate you, sponsors.
Shout out the sponsors.
Yes, for sure.
Tenwa TV. You can also check us out on there. Download the app, Tenwa TV, and you can find all these episodes on there. And our new sponsor, Sweet 100. Sweet 100 for party rentals.
Yes.
Right? You got your throne chairs, grass walls, chairs and tables. Check out Sweet 100 on IG.
Yeah, Sweet 100. We need some grass back here. We need some new chairs.
Yeah, we need it all.
Chairs, let's get with the program. We're gonna make a phone call after this.
And we can't forget another one of our sponsors, Roots of Brooklyn.
Roots of Brooklyn. Shout out to Roots of Brooklyn.
No doubt.
Definitely out there supporting us all day, every day.
Roots of Brooklyn on IG, rootsofbrooklyn.com. Go get that Brooklyn gear. You dig?
Yes. And I think that's it, man.
That's it, man. Thank you again.
No doubt, we did it.
Listen, man.
Excellent.
Second time around, man.
It's an honor.
No doubt.
Like I said, man, I got you guys, man.
No doubt.
I got you.
Likewise.
Because one thing about me, man, I like to take care of the people that take care of me.
Hey,
that's it.
Absolutely.
That's it. That's how the world. That's how the world go around.
No doubt. No doubt. Team Sock Passe.
Team Sock Passe.
We out.